All right, hi everybody, and welcome to our post-match press conference. We will begin with Gianna Paul and Rocky Rodriguez. Please use the raise your hand feature and we will call on you, or you can type your question into the chat. We just have time for a couple, and Chad, if you would like to start.
Hey ladies, obviously
Recording in progress.
Yeah, is there any just kind of thoughts on how the game went tonight?
I mean, frustration, I feel like comes up easily. I mean, never feels good to lose. I mean, the good thing is still like starting the second half of the season, still have another game next week. Still in a good position going forward as a team. I think kind of one of those things where you just like reflect on it and try and move fast as possible.
I mean, there's just something about the road with y'all this year. What is different about being on the road, playing away from the home fan? It's something that wasn't a struggle last year, but become a struggle this year for some reason.
I mean, I don't want to say, we're still not halfway through season. We won against Denver last weekend. So I don't want to say necessarily it's a thing. Yeah, I think for any team on the road, it's a little different, right? It's not your home, but we don't want to make it a thing. Like I said, I think we won last weekend, and this weekend we just didn't. I think the first half was pretty even, and then a moment changes the game. Whoever strikes a goal first, it obviously punches first. We had two goals kind of pretty quick in the second half, and that just conditions the game. That's how this game went. Like G said, we just learn from it and move on.
And then the last question from the chat is, we are back home next week. What are you guys looking forward to about being back at home and getting back on track?
I mean, the fans are always amazing. It always feels good to play at home. They show up for us. I think we can do the same thing and show up for them. We play great at home. It's always great to defend your home field and just show up for the people that care about you. So just got to attack it the exact same way that we've attacked every single game and just put all our forces behind it.
Great. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. We will be back with Chris Armas shortly. All right, we are back with head coach Chris Armas. Same thing as before. Please use the raise your hand feature and we will call on you, or you can type your question into the chat. And Daniel Sperry, we will start with you.
Hey, Coach. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you.
Great. Just overall thoughts on where it went wrong tonight, especially in that second half. You guys kind of got in 0-0, looked good in the first half, and then kind of seemed like it slowly unraveled there.
Yeah, listen, I think it's a night where it's one of those where you can see the effect how goals change games. And right after halftime, when we look back at it, it's one of the things we pride ourselves in is stepping out and blocking shots. And, Marta hits a great shot, but we would have loved to make it a little bit tougher for her there. And as we're pushing the game like we did in the first half, a bit against the run of play is a corner kick goal, and these things, it changes. It makes it hard to go on the road, to come from behind, and then the last goal is the last goal. So, yeah, it's always a tough place to play here. Heat, humidity, hard. It sometimes looks a certain way, and it's sometimes hard to stay online in all these moments. But we'll learn from it. And we're coming off a good stretch, 6 of 7 games that way I think we've won. So we'll get right back at home and get back to work.
And then on the second goal there, you kind of mentioned the ability to stay online. It seemed like there wasn't a whole lot of reaction to that ball coming out on the corner kick. Just what are your thoughts on how that went?
I didn't see the goal back. It was a back post ball there. I was told that, one of our players in the back post got bumped. But this is part of it, just being aware of some of these things. But it's a good delivery, and they score a goal on a set piece where we've been pretty stingy. So, again, we'll learn from it. We'll learn from the moments. We'll learn from the game overall and get ready for the next one.
Daniel, did you have any other follow-ups? Okay, Thad, we will move on to you next.
Hey, Coach. Sorry for the result. Just kind of following up a little bit on what Daniel was saying. It did seem like you guys were really in the game for a good chunk of it, but for a couple mistakes here and there. I mean, is it kind of frustrating that when it's just a couple mistakes, or is that something you feel a little better about because those are correctable things?
I appreciate that. Well, listen, we're coming off a really, really good road win in Denver, one of our best of the season for sure. And it was decisive, and we felt really good. And now, we pushed the game in the tempo. We stepped on the pitch with a plan to be the aggressors and to win the match. And we score a goal in the first half that gets called back. It was a close one, probably just slightly offside. And we had some other moments, and we didn't concede a lot until the goal. And we have to accept it, but it's not a ton of chances conceded, but they capitalized, and we just have to be better in those moments and learn from it. It's a game of moments tonight that hurt us, and that's frustrating for all of us. The players are out there, the ones suffering and doing all the running, and we want all the points, and to leave with none, we all are part of that. So, it's a few moments that get away from us, and we just have to be ready for the next one and learn from these games.
All right, we have time for 2 more. So Chad, we will turn it over to you for one, and then Jillian will turn it over to you for the last one. So Chad Smith, go ahead.
So you were kind of missing some players tonight with Cooper being out unexpectedly, and then Temwa with her illness being a limitation there. Can you kind of tell us what was going on with Cooper, and then how close to 100% was Temwa? Because it didn't seem quite like her usual self.
Well, we knew we had some limited minutes tonight with Temwa, and it was workload based on her previous week's training load. So we had to be very cautious in that regard. So that limited her ability to start the match, which we had to pivot from our initial plan, and it was just an illness that she's, it'll be a short-term thing, but she just has to get through that. So obviously having her from the start of games gives us the edge early on always, and also an emotional boost. But we have to learn to play without players too, you know. So which we actually did in the first half. I think we actually had a good grasp on things. With Coop, yeah, she just has a minor soft tissue setback, and I think it's just a couple of weeks, but we'll have to see each week how that goes. But we obviously miss Coop. She was coming off a tremendous performance in Denver, and that 1-2 punch was yeah, we missed that a bit in moments.
And then Jillian, we'll turn it over to you for the final question.
Hey Coach, tough night. Sorry about the result, but is there any solace or any kind of silver lining knowing you're coming home to CPKC Stadium where the fans are unmatched and the success the team has had there is paramount?
Yeah, listen, we can't win. We want to win every single match. We can't win every single one. I mean, we can, but it's just not the reality. But the silver lining for us is we're in a good way, where the team is mostly in a healthy and a good spot. We're coming off a good start, you know, in this little stretch with 6 of 7, now 6 of 8 wins. We're in a good way. We'll stay in that good way. And now, yeah, of course, in front of our fans, where we get that 12th player, let's just say, and we'll get home for the home cooking and get ready for another tough match in this league. But we'll love to get in front of our fans, where it's always a special time.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you,
Thanks.
everyone.